Hi, this is Fred from Out of Box Wealth. I hope you're having a great day. And today I wanted to share with you what I consider to be one of the main keys to being able to succeed working from home. It's hard to pick just one key, but this is definitely one of the top ones. And for a lot of people, this is the key to hit the ground running and to save yourself a lot of wasted time. People have all types of preconceived ideas about working from home, and one of them is that when you work from home, that you have to be a salesman, and the idea is that you have to sell to every single person that you talk to or meet, and because if you don't, then you're not going to survive, and that couldn't be the furthest from the truth. And so, what I wanted to share with you today is something that I learned years ago. Wow, all the way back in 2004, actually. And it's the concept for success working from home to be able to give yourself a regular flow of cash coming through to you, to have yourself in a situation where you're having money show up on a regular basis. Every week is what we want to have, and the key, or one of the main keys to doing that, is something that's called sorting, not selling. Again, it's sorting, not selling. And what's the difference? Well, selling is again, thinking that every single person that you talk to, or every single person that you make any type of contact with, you have to sell them something, and that is a lot of hard work. It's emotionally exhausting. It's just a grueling experience for most people, and that was years ago. I mean, and now, I mean, who could even imagine selling something today? I mean, like, who can compete with Amazon? I mean, really. So selling is just not where it's at. For very few people has it ever been where it's at. But the idea and the key to be able to prosper and have just a regular source of money coming into you every week is sorting, not selling. And anybody who works from home, or has a home-based opportunity, most people purchase leads, and leads are people who have filled out an online form, or left their name and number on some type of request form for information about working from home. And so these are people who are interested, or maybe just curious, about working from home. And for the longest time, I mean, for years and years and years, the ongoing statistics were that in North America, that there were 500,000 North Americans requesting work from home information every day. And that fluctuated up and down a little bit, but it really stayed right around 500,000 people per day for the longest time. After COVID hit, it went up to a million plus per day. So, what that tells you is that you don't have to sell. I mean, there's an overwhelming abundance of people, who are very serious about working from home, who want to, set up their own opportunity. People who are business minded, and people who already do have money. People who have money, and they understand the value in investing in themselves. They understand the value of education, and education is really just learning something that you don't know right now. I know that some people would have you think that you have to have certain degrees to do certain things, but really all you have to do is know how to do it. And that is, for the most part, things that anybody can learn, especially with the system that I'm using. Anybody can use this. And when you have the groundwork, when you have the framework, when you have the foundational understanding of sorting, not selling, you can really create and generate an incredible momentum, again, of just really quality people who are getting started with you every single week, and you can have just a regular flow of that coming through to you. And with the system that I use, outofboxwealth.com, that just grows and grows and builds and builds, and puts you in a situation where Again, you have just a regular flow of cash coming into you every week, whether you work or not. And the really cool thing about the system that I'm using at outofboxwealth.com is that, even if you're not, contacting people, you're working with people who are getting started and helping people get started, seeing other people succeed, and working with new people on a regular basis. It's just very, very fulfilling. It's just very, very, it's just good to see people achieve, their hopes and dreams, and what I like to say, see people achieve their authentic life. And you can achieve your authentic life when you have money out of the way. When money isn't something that you're constantly worrying about and constantly struggling with, but you have set up a system where it is constantly flowing into you again, whether you work or not. It just makes life a lot easier, a lot more enjoyable, and you actually transform into a different person because you've got the stress of money out of the way. So with sorting, for example, what I do is when I'm calling people, on a day that I'm calling, I like to do it 5 days a week, Monday through Friday if I can, but usually Monday and Friday, most of those days are spent with new people, people who just got started, and helping them get started. And I like to spend a lot of time with people, so a lot of times I end up just calling Tuesday through Thursday. But on those days, what I do is I purchase 50 leads per day. And with the system that I'm using, 50 leads cost $39.95, something like that. It's under $40. And so it's practically nothing. And they're fresh leads. And so with those 50 leads, again, I'm sorting through the 50. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for 1 to 2 out of the 50 that they're ready. I mean, they're ripe. They're seasoned for this opportunity right now. They're actually, visualizing, and they have in their mind what they want to do and what they want to work from home. And they already have an understanding of what they want to do, and in their visualization, this is it. What I'm doing is it. And so with those two people, what I do is I give them my website. They go over to www.outofboxwealth.com. They log in and they watch the 7-step overview. And after the 7 steps, they give me a call. I answer their questions, and then they get started. And that's, again, sorting, not selling. I'm not calling people up and trying to convince every single person that I talk to get started. I'm looking for the 2 people that I know are ready. And for me, that's what, just seems to happen out of every list. Out of every list of 50, there's always 2 people, at least, that are ready and get started, off of just calling them one time. And pardon me, with that, a lot of times, there's more. Sometimes there can be 10 people, that do that. And what happens is that when you make a contact, or you send people over to the website, they go over to the website, or a lot of times I just leave a voicemail, and people go to the website off of the voicemail. Some of those people, they're the same way. There was no contact, just a voicemail, but they went to the website and they get started right away. And then there's other people who get started a month later. Some people get started 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, up to a year later. But since I'm doing a regular routine of at least 3 days a week of calling or contacting, leaving voicemails for 50 new people, again, at least 3 days a week, I always have 2 that get started right away. And then I have from, 10 to, again, it varies, that start in a couple of weeks or a couple of months from first contact. And again, since I'm sorting, I'm not chasing everybody around. I only call people one time. I don't chase people around. What that does is it creates just a regular flow, a regular cycle of people who get started because they're ready to get started. They want to get started. This is what they want to do. They already have a vision for this. And again, it's sorting, not selling. So what I don't do is, let's say on Monday, purchase 50 leads and call those numbers over and over and over again, until every single one of them, every single 50 either start or, just say, give me a no, say that they don't want to start. That's not what I do. I just give people the information, let them look through it, let them go through it, and there's always a connection with the right people that, again, are ready and they get started. So that is sorting, not selling. You're not trying to get every single one of the leads to get started with you. You're making a contact, one contact with each one of them. Again, whether it's, they pick up the phone when I call and I talk with them, or they respond to one of the voicemails that I leave and visit the website. And then it's the website visitors, that I answer their questions and then they get started. So that's the difference between sorting and selling. Sorting is easy. It works. It's been working for me since 2004. And in 2004, it worked in an opportunity that wasn't quite as lucrative or as easy as the system that I'm using now. And so the system that I'm using now, it works a lot easier, and the turnout is a lot better as well. So again, if that's something that you're interested in, if you have already visited the website and you have any questions, just give me a call and I'll be really, really glad to talk with you, and really look forward to working together and helping you enjoy, just the ease and the blessing of sorting, not selling. Hope you're having a great day.